Hi, everybody. It's Sarah Willis again with another video. I pray you all are doing well out there. I think we need to turn this a little bit. There we go. That's better. How you guys doing? Good? I pray you're doing well, like I just said. Today, this is kind of a request from one of my clients, a very special client of mine. Well, they're all special. They're all so wonderful, but one in particular wanted me to make this video, and I really pray this video blesses her and all of you out there. Today we're going to talk about secure attachment style, or what I describe later on is inner union. So that's what we're going to be talking about. But first, whirligig. Oops. Well, let me try it again. Oh, I did it. Oh, I'll do it. Okay, do it one more time. Lift up. Come on. See how it lifts off? Hold on. Maybe you can see it better here. Ah! Come on, whirligig. Come on. Yeah, there we go. See how it took off? Let's do it one more time. Oh, well, it's gone now. Anyway, yeah, lift off. See, the whirligig lifted it off because there's two sides coming together in harmony to lift the whirly. I don't know what that toy's called. I call it a whirligig. But that's kind of the visual, what I'm trying to talk about in this video, but we'll get back more to the whirligig later in a little bit. Trust me, it applies. Okay. Okay. Attachment styles refer to the particular way in which an individual relates to other people. Our early relationships with our parents or primary caregivers shape the way we perceive and act in relationships throughout our lives. An insecure attachment style is living life unconscious to who and what you really are. And you are unconsciously attaching oneself to things such as people, relationships, beliefs, and ideas that are not part of your true, authentic self. Attachment is the action of taking something that is not part of you and making it a part of you through an emotional or energetic investment. I'm going to read that again. Attachment is the action of taking something that's not a part of you and making it a part of you through an emotional or energetic investment. You can attach to external objects, beliefs, ideas, and even the roles you play in the world. And this is a quote from Don Jose Ruiz, The Wisdom of the Shamans, which is a fabulous book. Highly recommend you read it. There's 5 conditions necessary for raising a child with a secure attachment style. 1, the child feels safe. 2, the child feels seen and known. 3, the child feels comforted and reassured. 4, the child feels valued. And 5, the child feels supported to explore. And people with a secure attachment style, they don't play games. They feel comfortable opening up and operate from their true self. They're not afraid of commitment. They set and respect boundaries, and they don't act selfishly. A lot of that from the internet, according to the internet. I thought it was very true. Okay, so having an insecure attachment style, such as anxious, or what I call the love addict style, or the avoidant, means that there's an unbalance between the two polarities, between the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang, the alpha and the omega. The anxious, or what I call the love addict attachment style, is someone who is too polarized. They're too much in their omega or feminine energies or yin energies. And the love avoidant, which is synonymous for narcissistic personality disorder, the Jezebel, the love avoidant attachment style is someone who's too polarized in their alpha or masculine energies, or their yang energies, whatever you want to call it. The sacred alpha, masculine, or yang polarity is ruled or governed by the self-preservation principle, and their focus is on themselves. And it's good if they're in balance with their omega or their feminine, but on their own, you could see how this can lead to disaster because they're strictly only focused on themselves. But this is a very good thing. This is not a bad thing to have the self-preservation or the self-defense principle. Their focus is on the self. And the omega or feminine or yin polarity is the total opposite. They're ruled by the non-aggression or the nurturing principle, and the focus is on others. Their focus is on connection. Their focus is on other people, on the others, on the relationship. So to become, excuse me, to become more balanced or harmonized with your own polarities, I highly recommend you learn more about masculine and feminine, yin and yang, alpha and omega, as well as ask God to help you strengthen your weaker polarity and to harmonize your polarities. And we'll talk more about that too a little bit later. Now we're going to read this Bible verse, Revelation chapter 1, verse 8. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which has, and which is to come, the Almighty. And I want to just zoom in on the I am Alpha and Omega. I am Alpha and Omega. I am masculine and feminine. I am yin and yang. I am Alpha and Omega. So God created man in his own image. So we too all are, we too, all of us can be balanced or holy or whole in our polarities, masculine and feminine. God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. But within every human being, we have access to the non-aggression or the nurturing principle, as well as the self-preservation or the self-defense principle. And when we take these two principles and harmonize them like the caduceus or like the whirligig we just did earlier, you get lifted. Or that's what I experienced when I blended, when I, strengthened my weaker polarity and blended them together. We have liftoff. And yeah, now we come to the part where I'm just going to talk about, God really wanted me to share with you, because I'm sure some of you are thinking, oh, great, Sarah, you have a secure attachment style. What is that like? What does that look like? Or what does that look like in the real world when you live your life? Hopefully that makes sense. So since I now have a secure attachment style, I notice I am satisfied or pleased with so little, whereas before it seemed like I needed so much to be happy, or I craved so much, more and more and more, and that's the counterfeit cannibalistic spirit, because I'm a recovered Ahab, or I'm a recovered Watigo in the feminine polarity. But now I'm just so, the littlest things make me happy, such as the elements, just opening the window and feeling the breeze. It's such a joy. It's I'm so content. I'm so content or satisfied or complete just by listening to the rain or watching a fire or lighting a candle and watching the candle dance. So I'm just so happy with just the basic things that we have in our life, and just things growing from the earth, such as plant spirit medicine, but also just almonds, and olives and coconuts, and just random food that's just everyday food. But it brings me so much joy now that I have this secure attachment style. Since I've had the blending of my polarities, I just really have so much joy and gratitude towards just things growing from the earth, just simple things like trees and stuff. It's so funny. And since I have a secure attachment style, I no longer have a capacity at all to feel depression or loneliness. I do get sad here and there, but since I've healed and come into union with my alpha or my inner masculine yang energy, whatever you want to call it, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to feel lonely ever again or depressed ever again. And that leads me to the next point is the inner union. I really feel like my husband is already here, or my partner is here. I feel, even though there's nobody here, trust me guys, like, hello, there's nobody here. Yeah, I feel like I'm never alone. I feel content. I feel like every day I'm on a date with myself, if that makes any sense. I'm open to being in a relationship, but I'm no longer, constantly thinking and obsessed. I was so obsessed with, I had a love addiction, I had a sex addiction. I was constantly thinking and consumed with the thought of being with somebody. When am I going to be with somebody? When am I going to be with, I'm lonely. I was constantly thinking about others. I was constantly in my feminine, concerned about connection, relationships, which is not a bad thing to have that, but to be consumed and be polarized by that is just no way to live. And I don't have that anymore. And one thing also God wanted me to tell you, it wasn't like, boom, I was harmonized. What happened for me? So I was in my feminine polarity and I was unbalanced my feminine, and I actually switched for the masculine for a while. Not that I was like hurting people or whatever, but I had, for a while, I did have a love avoidant attachment style. And slowly over time, the energies have been blending and harmonizing together in a sacred inner union. And it's so wonderful, so amazing to just be content, to be open to love, but not really need external love, like not really be consumed with it. So I'm open, but I don't really need it. I mean, I'd be so thrilled if I had a relationship and got married, but I'd be just as thrilled to be by myself too, and it makes life so much easier. One of my other clients, another special, really special client of mine, they're all special, but yeah, she's so awesome. I was trying to communicate this to her, but she said, and I thought this was really, really well articulated what she said. She said, well, there's no method, right? There's no method. And I was like, yeah, you're right, there's no method. And I thought, in the back of my mind, there must be something, but I didn't know what it was. And it's so funny, often when I upload these videos, a couple days before I upload the video, I usually get a massive download or revelation from God that tells me what I need to do regarding the video. And the night before last, God said, you know what another way you can do to blend your polarities or to harmonize or have inner union with your, heroes gamos, the whirligig, with yourself. This is really great too if you have a trauma bond or if you want to know who you are. It works for so many things, but certainly it helps too if you want to get a secure attachment style. And that is to love thy God, the Lord thy God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. I'm going to read that again. This is Mark 12:30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength. This is the first commandment. Just doing this can blend your energies, your polarities. And of course, plant spirit medicine will help too. I'm not trying to, sometimes we need medicine to help. Yeah, I know I did. I communed with San Pedro and ayahuasca, and that was the beginning of blending those two energies. That was pretty much what was wrong with me. I had Witigo and I was unbalanced in my polarities. So, yeah, guys, love the Lord thy God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. And that can also blend your polarities. Okay. I really pray this video blesses somebody out there, or many somebodies. Life is so much better living with the secure attachment style, and you can achieve it. You can. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. You can heal. You can overcome. You can be secure in your polarities and be harmonized and have an inner union with yourself, with your own alpha and omega, or masculine and feminine, or yin and yang. Definitely reach out to me if you have any questions in the comments below. I'm going to put my email address if you're interested in soul coaching, if you have more questions or want to work with me together on this. I pray everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you so much to all my clients. I really feel so blessed to work with you all. Much love. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.